It's the diagnosis no one wants to hear: cancer. According to the American Cancer Society, about 1.6 million new cases of cancer were diagnosed in the U.S. last year alone. Cancer is the second most common cause of death for Americans, exceeded only by heart disease. In the U.S., cancer accounts for 1 of every 4 deaths. But the news isn't all bad. The survival rate for cancer victims is on the increase. The 5-year relative survival rate for all cancers diagnosed between 1987 and 2009 has increased 25% during that time.
There have been increases in the survival of patients with cancer. And in fact, in the last 20 years, we continue to see year upon year an improvement. It's been stated that 60% of cancer patients today are cured. And when we think about, well, why is that happening, and why is it happening now, and why is it happening, it seems like we've improved the pace. That's because people have put the research money in, have done the research, have brought the most brilliant minds to the table. And we've also got the new tools. Engineering, chemistry, have created ways to look at biology in a way we've never had before. So right now, it's an exciting time to be in the field. It is not exciting to have the disease, but to know that the science is working to improve the survival and to bring these great new innovative tools and technologies to apply it to patients' cancer types that have normally had terrible outcomes. And now for the first time we've seen these great improvements. It's a very exciting time to be in the field, and hopefully it will translate. For the main reason we do this, we want to cure people of their cancer, we want to bring them back to wellness.
At the University of California, Irvine and UC Irvine Health in Orange County, California, research is ongoing in the discovery of the biology of cancer and developing strategies for attacking cancer at the cellular level.
Cancer is not one disease, it's about 150 different diseases, each with its own characteristics, causes, and treatments. At the Chow Family Comprehensive Cancer Center, our scientists carry out fundamental research at the molecular and cellular levels that's aimed at understanding the basic biology and genetics of these different cancer types. Using that information, we can identify specific vulnerabilities in the cancer cells that make them different from normal tissues. And in turn, we can use that knowledge to develop new treatments.
As Orange County's only National Cancer Institute designated comprehensive cancer center, the UC Irvine Health Chow Family Comprehensive Cancer Center is developing novel treatments and approaches to fight cancer based on its evolving understanding of how cancer cells live, die, and respond to treatment. These discoveries contribute greatly to the prevention, diagnosis, treatment, and survivorship of cancer.
There are many cancer centers in the community, but our designation as a comprehensive cancer center by the National Cancer Institute means that we're one of 43 institutions nationwide that carries out fundamental research on cancer. This research spans a broad spectrum, from basic laboratory studies of cancer cells and animal models, to translational and patient-oriented research on human tumors, and very importantly, to clinical trials of the latest anti-cancer drugs and devices. We also have a fundamental mission to alleviate the burden of cancer on the citizens of Orange County. At NCI cancer centers like the Chow Family Comprehensive Cancer Center, we are developing the new knowledge that will lead to changes in the way that cancer is prevented, diagnosed, and treated, not just in the United States, but around the world.
We have an interesting trial with a vaccine for a very aggressive brain tumor called glioblastoma multiforme. And that vaccine is to activate the patient's own immune system, and that trial is only being conducted at University of California at Irvine. We have another trial where we're using a scanning technique called DOSI that was actually invented here at the Beckman Laser Institute. And the idea behind this trial is in women with breast cancer who are receiving chemo, we may be able to predict early if they're responding or not. And if we can predict early, we could potentially change the treatment if they're not. And that trial is underway right now. We are participating in the MATCH trial. That's a trial where a patient's tumor is sequenced, looking for mutations, and then they can go on to any clinical trial where there's a treatment that might benefit that mutation. And that's a very exciting trial that's underway. Another trial that we have is with a bispecific antibody to treat leukemia. That means that the antibody binds to the tumor and then binds to the T cells in the immune system to redirect them against the tumor. And we're very excited about this because the first bispecific antibody was recently just approved by the FDA, and this is a new one.
As Orange County's only academic medical center, UC Irvine Health is a public institution responsible for the betterment of the communities it serves, which numbers more than 3 million residents in its service area.
We take care of the entire community. We believe that we have a melting pot of modern America here in Orange County. We believe that we have Hispanic, Asians, and Caucasian families. We want to bring the best research to them. We believe that we cannot cure cancer without doing research, and we want to make sure that our community sees us doing that research.
I was a 47-year-old non-smoker with a young family when I learned I had metastatic non-small cell lung cancer in the summer of 2010, 5 years ago. I was on palliative care. I wasn't expected to survive, even with the best conventional chemotherapies. That all changed when I learned that I had a mutation called ROS1 that might be treatable by the new targeted therapies, and that UC Irvine Health was actually doing a clinical trial with patients like me. I'm here because I enrolled in that trial, and it was because of the availability of incredible cancer centers like that, and the providers there, and the hard work, and that, you know, I'm here, I'm able to spend time with my family, and I really thank them.
UC Irvine Health is committed to basic, clinical, and epidemiological cancer research, transferring knowledge from research done in the lab to develop new ways to treat patients and training the next generation of cancer care providers. To learn more about UC Irvine Health and how you can join the fight against cancer, visit ucirvinehealth.org/theanticancer.